Watch the straw. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! God. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? All the way. Whoa! What? Blood of Jesus! Blood of Jesus!
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So it's Friday, it's the weekend, we made it, congratulations. Also, shout out to Crypto Chimp for that hilarious intro. If you guys haven't checked him out on Twitter yet, it's definitely a good time. Now, having a look at what's going on today, we are seeing some mild red across the board, but let's dive in and see what's going on over here. So if we actually refresh the overall market cap, it's not really that bad. In fact, this is just red compared to the daily 24-hour difference, right? But for the most part, we're still doing quite well. Bitcoin dominance has actually pulled back. We're at $179 billion market cap. And if we have a look at some of the biggest gainers today, we have Crypto.com, Binance Coin, Walton Chain, Engine, Loopring, Loom Network, Aurora, and Huobi Token all doing quite well. We actually have a lot that are up today, at least in the smaller percentages as well. Now, one coin that's doing really well today is mithril, up 53.4%. And obviously, as you can see, mithril will be one of the first projects to migrate tokens onto Binance DEX, our community. Thank you for your support. So there you go. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much why that's up. Also, guys, if you scroll back to some of the lower pages, LTO Network, massive increase this morning, up 31%. I'm a fan of this project. You guys know that. So yeah, but what is going on with Bitcoin, okay? Well, first we were kind of following this right here, but it seems like now we're holding more steady on this line. So, I mean, if we want to get rid of this, we can. I mean, for the most part, whenever we fall below this, we tend to pull right above it anyway. So as you can see, if we have a look at what we're forming right now, we're getting very close to the end of this wedge. Now, I do expect volume to probably drop off a little bit over the weekend, unless, of course, it's all that new money and excitement coming in, but my hunches are going to tell me that we're probably going to still drop a little bit lower. So as we, kind of get more of a tightening, range with lower volume, getting closer to this edge, I would expect there to be a pretty massive Bitcoin move relatively soon, within the next few days. Could be as short as the next 24 hours, or maybe if we get to the very edge of this, it might be, April 23rd. But honestly, I find that with a lot of these wedges, it tends to make the move before it gets to the end. I don't know if that's just because everyone's watching it and like the smart money wants to sort of be ahead of the rest of everybody else. But so I would actually expect this to move before we get to this point. Now, if we do break out above this $5,300 line and we get above the $5,500 mark, because that's where we had the wick for resistance earlier, that's going to be massive, and we are going to definitely go a lot higher, guys. So just keep that in mind. And of course, we've talked about our bearish scenarios, and we do have our supports down here. I still don't think that we will go lower than 4,700 in the short term, but right now things are looking a lot more bullish, so we'll have to see. Weekends can get a little crazy, guys. They can get a little crazy. But as Don Alt says, Bitcoin is always going down, right? That's what everybody says. Well, he says, here is some perspective in the form of a yearly chart for you folks. So, yeah. Looking pretty good to me. So, that's that. But here's the thing. Some people are saying it is an accumulation zone, right? So you have researchers at the Adamant Capital. They say that Bitcoin is entering this accumulation phase, which we are going to see it trade in a tight range on the way to another massive bull run, which some people are saying is going to probably be the most craziest bull run like anyone has ever seen. But, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So analysts over there basically said that Bitcoin cycle is showing an accumulation phase. In this phase, researchers expect range-bound trading. During the accumulation phase, they're saying that they expect Bitcoin to trade anywhere between 3,000 to 6,500. That's a pretty big range, guys. I mean, yeah, I feel like anyone could have guessed that, right? But sure, okay, trading between 3,000 to 6,500. I don't think we're going back down to 3,000, guys, but that's just my opinion. In the previous boom-bust cycle for Bitcoin between 2013 to 2016, they say the accumulation period lasted from February 2015 to May 2016. During that period, the Bitcoin price remained constrained between $200 and $400, okay? The report also predicts that Bitcoin will eventually eventually become a multi-trillion-dollar market just like gold. And it says, as Bitcoin matures into a globally traded commodity, it seems reasonable to expect its cycles to continue lengthening until eventually they are on par with multi-decade cycles visible in commodities like copper or gold. And once again, friendly reminder, if we were to hit the market cap of gold, you would have a Bitcoin that was trading over $300,000. Okay, I don't have the exact number, but it would definitely be a pretty freaking astronomical price. And just to kind of point out what Travis Kling says, the last bull market was crypto's first time on the global stage. In other words, we really didn't have all of this retail money, right? You didn't have all these eyes on it. In late 16, he says, the vast majority of the world had no idea what any of this was or what its potential was. This time is different. Awareness is massively higher. That's going to make reflexivity act that much crazier. In fact, I want to point out another country that has now seen an all-time high in Bitcoin volume, and this is Brazil. Now, this is according to Brazilian Bitcoin analytics site CoinTrader. They said that there were two exchanges, namely in Brazil, but they contributed to 98% of the Bitcoin trading volume, which achieved 77,635 on one and 46,721 on the other. So during the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has also experienced a huge price bump, gaining close to 4% as of the time of writing. So we now have all-time high Bitcoin trading volume on Brazil. We had all-time high in Mexico just the other day, all-time high in Venezuela, and we had all-time high volume globally on the charts overall last week. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is just what's happening. This is what's taking place, man. People are buying, okay? And also, not to mention the fact that you have great news coming out, for example, like this. It says Coinbase actually made $520 million in revenue last year. Also, the company's UK-based arm contributed nearly 1/3 to the overall revenue. The report notes that Coinbase UK registered 20% jumped the 20% jump to 173 million. So yeah, and that was during the bear, right? Times weren't exactly that great back then. Another thing too that we can point out that's definitely going to usher in some major adoption is Rakuten. I probably said that wrong. The biggest e-commerce company in Japan with over 102 million users and the 14th largest internet company in the world by annual revenue has officially entered the crypto exchange market. And we've spoke about this on the channel, and that is going to definitely usher in some adoption as well. Side note, guys. So, Hide the Pain Herald officially has this little documentary thing. If you want to check it out, you can. It has nothing to do with crypto, but people use this guy all the time in crypto, so I figured why not break up the video, have some fun. But guys, this is what I wanted to talk about. So everyone's always trying to find the next big thing, the next big, fad or craze in crypto. Well, guys, I think I have a hunch of what it might be. And it's this right here. So as you guys could see, everyone is talking about Binance birthed its own decentralized blockchain to challenge Ethereum. Everyone's saying the new Ethereum killer, Binance Chain, right? Everyone's talking about it. Well, this is what I think is going to happen. The same way that we used to have the Coinbase effect, I think that we're going to have the Binance Chain effect. Look at this price spike just by CZ mentioning that they're listing mithril. Look what happened just to Bitcoin SV's price just by delisting it. These guys, like it or not, some of us, we hate it. Some of us, we can understand it's centralized, but the truth is, Binance is a big player in the space right now. And if these projects decide to migrate, I would expect that there will be pretty much pumps, pretty much coinciding with each one of these listings. It may not last forever, like the Coinbase effect we know doesn't really work as well. Augur pumped 13% the other day, so I guess arguably you could say it does, but I think that because Binance has been such a hot topic lately, I think that we're going to see a lot bigger price pumps from these Binance coins, so keep your eyes on them, try to catch the news as quick as you can. It's hard, man, because in crypto, these things, they spike in a matter of minutes, but hey, keep an eye out on it. If I see anything, I'll let you guys know, okay? But I just wanted to point out, I think that's going to be a very big thing moving forward. But guys, listen, we solved the case, okay? John McAfee says, I protected the identity of Satoshi. It's time, though, that this be put to bed. Imposters claim to be him. We are spending time and energy in search of him. It's a waste. Every day I will narrow down the identity of Satoshi until he reveals himself or I reveal him. Guys, never a dull moment in crypto, especially on crypto Twitter. So yeah, basically John McAfee says he knows the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, and he actually had a conversation with a guy. I guess a bunch of people are claiming that they're Satoshi, and he says that it was an Indian team. So I don't know if that's the hint, if he's saying like Satoshi is a group of Indian developers. Is that what we're supposed to take away from it? So keep you up to date on that for sure. But after my research, Craig Wright just found out that he is the real Charles Hoskinson. So there you go. Click here. The proof will shock you. Now, getting into some coin news because we got to get on out of here because, guys, it is Friday, man, and it is a beautiful day here in New York. A little bit cloudy, but it's nice and warm, and I want to go outside and do something. Get out of the house, you know? You gotta enjoy that time when you can, man. So anyway, Icon Foundation says they're happy to announce its partnership with Velic, a cryptocurrency exchange that participated in the ICX Station Accelerator program, enlisting opportunities for projects working with ICX Station. So with this partnership, Velic will support the listing of Icon dApps on the exchange. Also, ICX Station will be able to provide projects coming through the program with an avenue to liquidity, which is a good thing. Velic will support the IRC2 standard, lowering roadblocks for any Icon-based token projects seeking liquidity. So that's pretty good. That's exactly what we need in the space. Also, I always love to look at these NANO demonstrations. Not gonna lie, this one is a little weird. I don't know what is up with this crazy looking purple Thanos guy in the corner. But basically, as you can see right here, NANO purchased on an exchange to my wallet in 50 seconds. So you can watch it. But yeah, NANO's very fast, guys. It's very fast. Okay, also, the CEO of Singapore-based blockchain exchange Alliance, which has a controlling stake in major crypto exchange Bithumb, has revealed plans to expand to the American and Japanese markets. So that's pretty good news. I'm excited. More options for us. We also have Quadriga, yet again. I don't know, guys. I feel like we've been talking about Quadriga for a while. I mean, at this point, the whole thing is just a mess. So it says CEO feared for death, possibly planned 200 million dead man's crypto switch. So you can look into that. If Cotton set up a dead man switch, when activation. Then they talk about this guy again, Michael Patron, who apparently changed his name. He was convicted felon Omar Duhani. Yeah. If you guys want, you can keep looking at this. I don't know. The situation continues. But here's something that's going on. So the blame game, okay? So apparently it says that Bakkt, which, as you guys know, is the moonshot Bitcoin bed of trading behemoth intercontinental exchange, still can't get approval from the US CFTC. You guys ready for this one? Many now believe its hopes depend on getting, don't say it, don't do it, a much hated bit license from, that's right, guys, New York. New York again. So the CFTC says that Bakkt should follow rules for commodities that need somebody to deliver and store actual physical products for traders. Think corn and copper, real things that take up actual space. So in response to the CFTC's foot dragging, Bakkt is in fact pursuing a bit license from the state of New York. This will take a long time, but it may solve the whole problem. Once it has a bit license, Bakkt can ask the CFTC to approve its Bitcoin futures under a process that recognizes state banking licenses. So that's something that we are all looking quite forward to. Can't wait. So on some brighter news before we go, I'm sure they'll get it. I'm sure Bakkt will get it, guys. So I just always got to make a jab at New York, man. Crazy New York. So anyway, ending on some good news, I want to end on some positive news before we go, and I do want to keep this video kind of short today. So we have presidential candidate Andrew Yang calls for clear guidelines on crypto. This guy's definitely winning over the crypto community. And it comes down here and he says, check this out. As president, I will promote legislation that provides clarity in the cryptocurrency digital asset market space, defining what a token is and what is a security, define which federal agencies have regulatory power over the crypto digital asset space, provide for consumer protections in the space, clarify the tax implications of owning, selling, and trading digital assets, promote the nationwide adoption of recognition of protections afforded by a Series LEC, LLC, and preempt state regulations when possible to create one national framework. See, guys, it wasn't so hard all along. Thank you so much, potential presidential president. He could be president. I don't know. Could be. We'll see what happens when the voting comes. But yeah, I mean, he basically laid it out on the line right there. And yeah. So basically, that is it for today, guys. That is my news. It is Friday. Go out, enjoy yourself, guys. We're having a really good day. If we have a look at what is going on in Bitcoin right now, we are hugging this line quite tight. It's almost uncanny how much we're staying on it. You know, like I said, if we fall, we do have this support right here at 5,001. We also have 5,000. Personally, I don't think it's going to fall through all of these. If we do have a major dump, as I said, I still think support will be 4,700 to 4,800 range. And obviously, if we fall lower than that, then we just have a problem. So that, regardless of me telling you what's going on, but obviously, guys, not professional advice. You guys know that. So please enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. If you haven't got subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I do this every single day, and I love you guys. Seriously, you're the reason that I do this every single day. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and peace out.